Hello, everybody. How are you all today? It's Rob Wynn here, and I have some more explanations for those confusing words. Now, last week it was homographs. This week it's homonyms. Now, if you don't know what homonyms are, these are words that are spelt the same, sound the same, but with different meanings. So there's a lot of these, and I've gone through a lot, and there's probably more. And please, if there are more that you know, please do write them down in the comments. But I'm going to bring you A to C today. I'm going to split it over 5 videos just to make sure that the videos aren't too long, because I know these days, if you've got a long video, people see it and think, no, sod that. I'm not going to devote my time to that. So I'm going to try and make them fairly short, 10-15 minutes. So I will get onto that in one moment. But first, if you haven't already, and if you do like this video, tap on that like button. Share it with your friends and family, those that are learning English. That would be brilliant. And if you don't subscribe already, might as well subscribe. You know, I do 3 videos a week. 3. And I will be doing 2 more, obviously, this week. That will be spammer grammar. That's my challenge that I like to set for you to test your grammar skills, your writing skills. So, if you also want to be notified, tap that bell as well, and every time I release a new video, you will know about it. It'll pop up and say, there's a new video from Learn Breezy English. All right, so let's get on with these homonyms. All right, so let's start. Let's start with a word I'm sure you have heard of. It's arm. Arm. So this is an arm, a noun. It is what it is. But it's also arm is when it's a verb to arm someone. It's when you supply or provide with weapons. It could be weapons, or it could be some sort of equipment or a tool of some sort. You're helping somebody with that. And you can also use it yourself psychologically. So if you are armed with the knowledge, let's say you have a debate and you have to be armed with the knowledge to be able to take part in the debate and give your best self, you need to be armed with that knowledge. All right, so that's arm. Next one, ass. Ass, a double S. There it is. So you may recognize ass. Of course, there is an ass, a hairy ass. But it's not just that, you know. Now, some of you may know this ass. Yes, ass is also donkey. And I have seen Shrek, but a long time ago. I'm sure they didn't miss the opportunity to make a joke about ass and the donkey in Shrek. All right, and another tip for you, I strongly recommend, if you want to learn about phrases that go with the words I'm going to tell you, including ass, go to lexico.com. Lexico, Lexico. It's an online dictionary. It's my favourite dictionary because it just has a mass of information, not just words, but phrases as well, and also loads of info to help people with the English language. So it's a great website to use. And for ass, there's 15 phrases. So a lot there for you to look at. All right, let's move on to the next one. We're on to B now. This is bark. Bark. Now, have you heard bark before? You may know it as part of a tree. So it's the hard sheath around the tree. There we go. There's a sheath, and sheath of the branches as well have the bark on it. You would see it every day. Hopefully you walk and you see trees all the time, so you can see bark. But also, you dog lovers out there, you've got bark is like a scream or a exhale of a dog, but also other animals as well. And yeah, I mean, if you've got a dog, I'm sure you hear them barking all the time. That's the verb, of course. The tree bark is a noun. Let's move on now to bolt. Bolt. That's a bolt up there. Well, there's a few bolts. In fact, if you go to lexico.com, you'll be able to see the different bolts. But I'm going to go through a few with you right now. So you've got that one is, where is it, over here. That's a bit of metal. It's like this is actually the lock. So it's like a lock, but it's also called a bolt, and it's the bit of metal that slides into a lock to, for security, to shut a door, to keep a door secure. You've also got this way. I'm doing one there. There we go. There it is. It's a threaded pin that screws into a nut. So again, it's to do with securing something. You can screw that pin. It's like a screw, but it's a screw kind of goes inwards, changes shape. Whereas the bolt is one, not length, but it remains the same. Doesn't kind of go sharp at the end. And this as well. Over there, let's do it over there this time. It's a bolt of lightning. We've all come across lightning when it's raining, and you get that bolt of lightning, and it can be quite dramatic. So that's another B, bolt. And I did look, obviously, in lexicon. There's only 4 phrases to do with bolt, but still worth having a look at. All right, now let's move on to C. C, first of all, there it is, clip. Clip, so, in fact, I was going to bring a clip. I forgot to bring it, but I was going to bring a paper clip because clips are used. They're like a device typically made of like plastic or metal, like a paper clip, where you hold something. So there are clips, clipping, and in fact, as a verb, to clip, you can use the clip to clip a clip, which you can see in the picture. Also, what else have we got? Oh yeah, to clip hair. So there's another picture there of someone's hair being clipped, and it's just like a little bit of when you're clipping the end of hair, just cutting it. In Britain as well, we say clip when you've knocked something. So say you're in a car and you've just hit another car just slightly, you've clipped it. So that's another way you can use clip. And of course, this is depending on where you're watching this. If it's on YouTube, you get the whole video. But I will play it like a shorter clip of the video when you edit a video down and have a little clip of it and you play it on YouTube. And I'm sure you guys do that all the time. If you've got YouTube accounts, you kind of get clips and you play them off on the stories or in the stories or in your IGTV. Those generally are clips if they're short. Like a trailer as well for a film is kind of a clip, but it's a little bit too long because clips are normally shorter than that. All right, next one. Cock. So yes, cock. It is a male bird. That's what it is as a noun, especially a rooster. And you may have heard cockerel. And this I learned today myself in my research, that cockerel is actually a US term for like a baby cock. So that's news to me, and now I'm passing that news to you. I thought we used it in Britain, but I think we do use it in Britain, but apparently it's a US word. Of course, cock, slang term for penis as well. Don't worry, no pictures of that. And also on a gun, you have a cock. So you kind of, it's the lever that it's on the top of it. Photo there, kind of lever that back, pull that back, and then when you shoot, that's what gets the gun to explode and get that bullet out, kind of releases it with the trigger. And also when you cock a gun, like that's cocking a gun, but you can, like in a race, when, you know, because the Olympics is happening now, athletics is happening soon. I don't know whether it might have started by now. At the start of a race, they shoot a gun, so they cock it and they kind of put it up to fire it. So that is cocking the gun at the ready. All right, moving on. This one. Oh, before I get to that one, mustn't forget cock as well as a verb is to tilt. Tilt something, like your head, like tilt, cock your head if you're like looking for something. And again, you dog lovers and people with dogs, take the dog for a walk, they urinate, right? And they cock their leg, they lift their leg up, they cock their leg to urinate. So that's that. All right, next one, this one. Yes, cool. So you may know cool is often used for people. You know, if you're a cool person. I've actually, well, there's this one. They're cool. Apparently, I just searched using ecosia.org, not the normal one people use, where I kind of put in a cool person. I just thought, who'd, I wanted to show a picture, and I put a cool person, and this is it, LL Cool J. He is a cool person. He's so cool, he's got cool in his name. And in fact, on this website, I went to the website and they have a quiz to see if you are cool. So if you ever wondered, am I cool? You could do that quiz. So let me see what the website is. What I'll do is I'll put it down in the comments, and then you can do the quiz. And if you are cool, you can write it in the comments. All right. So it's not just cool person, of course. Cool is like when it's when it's cold, because it's when it's getting colder. It's cool. So actually over there, I've just put a fridge because a fridge is cool. Technically, it's probably more cold because it's got to keep your food nice and fresh. But you know what I'm saying. It's cool. It's not warm. You don't want a warm fridge. That'd be a broken fridge. What else? Of course, as a noun, if something cool, like the night is cool. It's a cool night. Or a cool day when the sun isn't blazing hot, and it can feel quite cool. All right, and also with a person, you can say if somebody's getting a bit heated, hot under the collar. That's a phrase for you. Hot-headed, when you get stressed and you kind of, you need to just calm down and stay cool. You can say to someone, just cool it. You must have heard that one. Cool it. Cool down. All right, moving on. I think that's all the ones for cool. All right, we'll go on to crane. Crane. Do you know what a crane is? Well, I'll tell you. That's a crane. It's a machine to lift stuff. You can also use a crane in filming. When you watch a film and the camera's gliding along, it's using a crane, especially if it's high. If it's high, I don't think if it's low, is that a crane? I'm not sure. But if it's high, those high shots, moving shots, they've obviously got a crane with the camera on to get that shot in. So that's a movie shooting crane, I suppose, something like that. What else? So you've got that crane, but also, did you know this about that crane? That is a bird. A bird is called a crane. There's a bird called a crane. And it's a tall, long-legged, long-necked bird, typically with white or grey plumage, plumage, I should say, and often with tall tail plumes and patches of bare red skin on the head. So that's a crane. And also, I was saying about cock your neck, you turn your cock your neck, but also crane, you can crane your neck. Again, when you're searching for something, again, you crane your neck like up, like, trying to see something. If you're a nosy neighbour, just crane your neck around a hedge to check on next door. So that's crane. What else? Oh, well, that's it with crane. So there's a few for you there to get your brain working, and now you know the different ways to use those words from A to C. Now, next video will be from C, I believe, to maybe J. So more coming next week. And before I go, hopefully you did like this video. If you did, tap that like button. If you got any comments, that'd be wonderful. You know, write them down. As I said at the beginning, if there are any other words, homonyms, and that I've missed out in this section, then, you know, write them down in the comments, please. And please share and notify, hit that bell as well. All right. So I will see you in the next video. Will be Spammer Grammar to test your grammar skills. All right. Bye-bye.